Washington. A scheduled display of unification between North Korea and South Korea at the Pyeongchang Olympics is the result of blackmail, Rep. Steve Chabot, Ohio, said Wednesday while discussing U.S. absence from the recent talks between the Korean nations. North and South Korea announced last week that representatives from both countries will march under a unified Korean flag, which the two countries have done at numerous sporting events since 1991, including the 2006 Winter Games in Turin, Italy. Skiers from both countries also plan to train together, and the Koreas will co-roster a women's ice hockey team. The games are set to begin February 9 in South Korea. It's blackmail. It's fraud. It's a sham, in my view, Chabot, chairman of the Subcommittee on the Middle East and South Asia, said during a joint subcommittee hearing of the House Foreign Affairs Committee. South Korea is concerned that North Korea is going to screw up the Olympics for them, and North Korea is going to get everything they can out of this, as they always do. South Korean officials have repeatedly warned against the potential escalation of war between the US and North Korea, for the consequences it could bring to Seoul, where 25 million people live. Projections estimate that several 100,000 people would die in the opening days of a full-scale attack on Seoul, where thousands of Americans are stationed. Rep. Brad Sherman D-Calif cautioned against stumbling into war with North Korea, while describing the rhetoric between Trump and Kim Jong-un as adolescent boys at a junior high school. The idea that we could bloody the nose of our adversary without risk to the Korean peninsula and the world is absurd, Sherman said. Rep. Dana Rohrabacher Calif responded with a fiery attack on Democrats for their criticisms of Trump. He asked why people are targeting the President of the United States when Kim is leading the worst god-awful dictatorship in the world. I don't care, this guy is our president, Rohrabacher said. Yeah, he's got some eccentricities. You think you're going to make war any less by attacking him instead of the enemy, instead of this guy who has murdered his own family and murdered countless people to maintain power in Korea. California Republican said that attacks on the president at this moment, when leadership in South Korea is cooperating with North Korea, at least for the Olympics, is misguided. Seems to me the president calling him Rocket Man, and I got a bigger button to push than he does, maybe had the positive impact because that's what happens with gangsters, Rohrabacher said. If you deal with them forcefully and you put them down, they will respond to that.